Top seed starting mistakes to avoid. Hello, welcome to 7 Savings Garden, where we talk about gardening, ways to save money, and other special events. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified of all upcoming videos. Hello everybody, so today I'm going to give you some top mistakes to avoid when starting your seeds. Starting your seeds is expensive and it's time consuming, and you want to avoid these mistakes in order to be able to get all the seeds that you need for your garden. So avoid these mistakes and it will help you improve your germination rate and also help you maintain the amount of seeds that you require for your garden, and also reduce the cost of buying more seeds or planting more seeds, and also reduce the amount of time you have to wait to get the seeds that you need for your garden. The first mistake you want to avoid is using garden soil for starting your seeds. Garden soil is not good for starting your seeds because it might have fungi and other microorganisms that might destroy your seeds. So, and also garden soil is very compact as opposed to seed starting mix. Let me show you over here an example. This is the garden soil we just took, and this is the seed starting mix over here. So as you can see, the seed starting mix is very light and not dense and condensed as opposed to the garden soil. The seed starting mix is going to allow the seeds to germinate very fast, and the roots are going to be able to easily penetrate the soil. You can make your own seed starting mix with perlite, peat moss, and compost. If you have your own compost, that'll be good. If you have vermicompost, even better. Video that shows you how to make your own seed starting mix, I'll put it in the description below. Also, you can use wood pallets like these to start your seeds. Wood pallets are sterile and they're easy. You can also buy seed starting mix from your local garden centers or online. The second mistake most people do is they overwater their seed starting mix or overwater their seedlings. You want to make sure that they water the seedlings regularly, but you don't want to overwater it, because if you overwater it, it's gonna drown the plants, and the plants are gonna die, or the roots are gonna have have root rot. So just try to make sure you don't overwater the plants. Maximum once a day. If it's too hot outside or temperature is too hot, then you can do it twice a day, but just make sure you don't overwater your plants. That will give them enough oxygen and enough room for them to grow and do better. Also, you can do use a tray where the water holes at the bottom, and then you can just water the bottom. Another important mistake that people do is the humidity. Seeds need humidity to germinate and do well. So in order to maintain that humidity, you want to use a container like these, or use a greenhouse like container that's going to provide some humidity. If you don't have it, you can use a plastic bag like this, or you can just use any plastic and just cover the seed starting tray or the seed starting container, and that's going to provide some humidity for the plants, for the seeds in there to be able to maintain that temperature and be able to germinate in whatever container you put. Like over here, this is one that you can easily get at the store, and it's a tray and it maintains the humidity in there for the plants or the seeds that you planted in there. Like I said, if you don't have it, you can use any plastic and just cover the container like I'm doing here, and it should be able to provide you that humidity, and your seeds are going to do better, and the seedlings are going to do much better since they have that humidity and moisture in there for the plants to do well. Another mistake that people do is the temperature. The temperature, you have to make sure that they have the right temperature, and having the right temperature means you can put a heat mat like this if the temperature in the house or outside is not up to 70 degrees or above. Most seeds, especially like tomatoes and peppers, require temperature to be above 70 or 75 for the seeds to germinate. So you want to make sure that if there's not enough heat, you want to use a heat mat to maintain that temperature for the seeds starting mix to germinate, or you can put it in a plastic container like this, and that would maintain some sort of temperature in it. So the next thing, mistakes that people do is they plant their seeds too deep. Seeds should not be planted. The rule of thumb is don't plant it more than 2 times deep the width of the seed. So it's preferable you plant the seeds shallow as opposed to planting it deep, because if you plant some seeds too deep, they might not germinate. But if you plant them shallow, they're gonna be able to germinate and they're gonna be able to do well. So make sure you don't plant it too plant your seeds too deep. Read the instruction and labels on your seeds for more information. So you want to make sure that you plant it according to the instructions that you have. If you're in doubt, plant it shallow or like 2 inches. Another important mistakes that's being made is the light. In order for seedlings to do well, they need a lot of light. And if your windowsill or your home doesn't have enough light, it's recommended you use a grow light like this over here inside, or you put the seeds outside during the day if the temperature is good enough outside. If the temperature is not good enough outside, if you're starting it in the spring, early spring or late winter, you want to make sure that you put some grow lights in. The grow lights is going to provide enough light for the plants to do well, like what I'm doing over here. And you want to make sure that the light is close enough to provide the sunlight without burning the seeds or the seedlings. And you want to make sure that they use LED lights much better. They produce less heat and cost less to for electricity. So another important mistake that people do is use unviable seeds. If you're buying seeds, just make sure you buy seeds from reputable sources. And if you're getting your own seeds from your garden, you just want to make sure that you're using seeds from plants that are really mature. If the plants are not mature and you have the seeds for next year, you're not going to be able to, the seeds might not do well because the plants or the seeds are not up to a level where they can start grow if you plant them. So make sure that the seeds are mature and ripe like this, and then you can harvest and dry them and use them for the next year. Also, if you have very old seeds, you want to taste those seeds by doing the paper towel method before you start using it. Another mistakes that people do is use unsanitized trays or unsanitized containers from the previous years. Those unsanitized containers have microbes and other fungi and other diseases that is going to transfer to your seedlings if you don't sterilize them. I usually sterilize mine with bleach, 1 part bleach and 10 part water, or I use hydrogen peroxide. So there's another video that shows you how to do that. I'll see if I can put that in the description below. Also, you want to make sure that you harden your plants before you put them outside or you plant them outside. That way the plants don't get a lot of shock when you plant them. You just take them out and plant them out at once. So make sure you harden your plants by taking them in and out for a couple of weeks before you transplant them outside. I hope this information helps you out. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to share. Thanks for watching and happy growing.